So students, we have learned about the rational numbers introduction part, one of the most important chapter, where I told you about the definition. The rational numbers, the numbers which are in the form of P by Q, where P is numerator and Q is denominator, and the condition is applied, U should not be equal to 0. And those numbers are called as rational numbers. So I gave you various examples also. Okay, so same thing I taught you, where the numbers starting from 0 are known as whole numbers. Numbers starting from 1 are natural numbers. These are whole numbers, natural numbers, and these are integers. You can see. Okay. And when the condition is there, fractions means what? If the number is there in the form of numerator and denominator. When numerator can be 0 or positive integer, okay, or it can be negative. But the denominator should not be 0. Okay. The denominator can be positive or can be negative, but it should not be 0. One of the most important point you need to remember. Okay. Coming down, why we need why there is a need of rational numbers, not to solve questions in which there will be given like speed, distance, and time, or profit or loss. So we need to solve those numbers by fractional system. So we need rational numbers for that to solve that questions. Okay. Now I'm sharing some examples. See, now the question is there, is the number 2 by minus 3 is a rational number? Okay. Now see, this is numerator and this is denominator. So imagine by yourself, is it a numerator and denominator, are they rational numbers? Okay. Is there 0 here? Minus 3 is acceptable, minus 2 is acceptable, but 0 is not acceptable. Therefore, it is a rational number. Yes, it is a rational number. Now, if a question came like this, 0.5, is it a rational number? Or 0.03, is it a rational number? If we write like this, we have studied in the decimals part, 0.5 can be written as 5 by 10. 0.03 can be written as, how many point numbers are there after 0? 1, 2. So we can write it like 3 by 100. If it is given like 0.005, so how many numbers are there after point? 1, 2, 3. That means 3 by 1000. Whatever the numbers are there after point, we consider, if we added the number of zeros in that case. Now I got it P by Q, P by Q, P by Q. Now don't imagine it is 0. It is 10. It is not 0. It is 100, not 0. It is 1000, not 0. So it is in the case of P by Q. Therefore, it can be considered as a rational numbers. I mean decimal numbers like 0.5 or it is minus 0.5. They can be considered as a rational number. So make it sure that it is clear to you. So rational number includes integers and fractions. They can ask you in the MCQ. Rational number includes what? So it includes both integers and fraction. Okay. Now numerator can be 0, I told you, like this. But denominator cannot be 0. Okay. And anything multiplied by 0 or divided by 0 is always 0 only. Remember that case. Now, one more thing I need to explain to you. Okay. So a rational number can be written with different numerators and denominators. Okay. For example, minus 2 by 3 is given like this. See, I given you example minus 4 by 5. Okay. Now, in such kind of exercise, or I'll tell you later on what kind of questions they can ask you. But remember, whatever the number you're multiplying to numerator, if I'm multiplying the numerator by number 3, same number you need to multiply with the denominator. So it will be what? Minus 12 by 15. Imagine if I gave you my number like this, 6 by minus 5, and I told you to multiply by 2. So both numbers should be multiplied by 2, and then 6 2s are 12 and 5 2s are 10. But minus 5 is there, therefore minus 10. This we completed earlier in the classes in the first term chapters. Okay, now questions arise from there. Okay, see if in the chat box, try this. They have given you some question. Before that, we should rate it out. By multiplying the numerator and denominator of a rational number by the same non-zero integer. Non-zero integer means except 0, all integers, we obtain rational number equivalent to the given rational number. For example, what do you mean by it? See, in such kind of question, take block by block. First, take this block. Okay, first take this block. Okay, now solve it. 5 by 4. Okay, keep some gap and write dash upon 16. Now imagine what in the table of 4 when it comes 16. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16. I got it. That is 4 into 4. So same thing I told you. The number it is given in the denominator we are multiplying through it. It should be multiplied here also. So it will be how much? 5 into 4. How much it will be? 20 by 16. So I got the answer, that is 20 by 16. Now I'm coming to another block. This block 5 by 4 and this one now 525 upon 0. So I'm writing here. So it is 5 by 4. Keep some gap for the numerator and denominator to be multiplied upon, sorry, 25 upon 0, 25 upon dash. Okay. Now imagine what should I multiply by 5? Yeah, what I should multiply by 5 so that I should get 25. So remember the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25. So I got 5. So the same number should be multiplied here. So how much it will be? 4 into 5 will be 20. Okay, so answer will be here will be 20. So I hope that if you can solve this 5 by 4 question. Okay, still I'll give you a hint. Okay, the question is like this. 5 by 4 gives you minus 15. Okay, it is minus, remember minus and dash. So if it is, they see 5 into dash, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15. So 5 threes are 15. But there is no negative sign in the 5. So I can add sign here. 5 into minus 3 will be minus 15. Same number you need to multiply here also. Minus 3, that will be minus 12. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay. Okay. Now same thing, I'm giving you homework to all. Can you solve this part? Minus 3 by 7. First take minus 3 by 7 is equal to dash upon 14. You need to multiply a number. Then go for minus 3 upon 7 multiplied by numerator and denominator is equal to 9 by dash. Okay, 9 by dash. Now one more thing. I'll tell you one more thing. One of the most important thing. See, it is given that minus 3. Minus 3 by 7 is equal to minus is equal to 9 they have given. I'll tell you one thing. When you're solving this part, okay, so it can be negative on any side. How is it possible, sir? So I'll tell you. Okay. Minus 3 by 7 multiplied by. Remember, if I'm multiplying by minus 3, for example, and if I'm multiplying minus 3. So I told you minus will be plus. It will be cut it down. It will be then 3 into 3. That is equal to 9. But it is only 7 into 3 minus 3. So it will be minus 21. Again, I'll tell you one example. Minus 2 by 3, minus 3 it is there. And it is one is multiplying by minus 2. And here I'm multiplying with also minus 2. So always remember when you are multiplying two numbers, minus will be cut it down. Okay, 2 into 2 will be 4 and 2 3s are 6. But if in the case, if it is there in the numerator minus 2 and denominator 3, and I'm multiplying it by 1 or by 1, so it will be minus 2 upon 3. So this you need to remember. Okay, now in this case, if you see this block and this block, we can imagine, see, minus 3 upon 7 and here it is 9. So it is positive 9. So positive 9. So I need to multiply by 3. But what negative or positives? I need to multiply by negative. So minus will be cut and it will be 3. Same thing, same number. Minus 3 multiplied by here, it will be getting minus 21. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Okay. Then coming down. What are positive rational numbers and what are negative rational numbers? Positive rational numbers means both the numerator and denominator are positive. Okay. And negative rational numbers means any of the integer at the numerator or the denominator, at the numerator or the denominator are negative, then it is called as negative rational numbers. Okay. Yeah, 8 by 3 is a negative rational number. Yeah, because why? Because denominator is consisting of -3. Okay. Now you can see here also what I told you. 8 upon -3 was there. So here it is positive. So what they did, they multiplied by -1. Okay. So they got 3, +3 and -8. I hope that part is clear to you. Okay. Similarly, in, I'm scrolling it down. Which of these are negative rational numbers? Negative rational number means any of the term, either it is positive, either it is negative. But the denominator and numerator is negative or denominator is negative, then it is consisting of negative rational numbers. So this numerator is negative, denominator is positive. One negative number is there, therefore it is negative rational number. No negative sign is there, it is not a negative rational number. Here, imagine it, 3 by -5, yeah, it is there. 0 cannot be considered as rational number. It is also not a rational number. Yeah. Now, -2 and -9, most important, -2 and -9. What do you think about it? Are they rational numbers or not? Are they? Now see, -2 and -9, in this case, remember minus will be cut down. Same numbers are there. For example, -3 and 4, then it is -3 and 4 will be rational number. But in the case, if there is -3 and -4, remember, in such case, minus will be cut down. Okay. See, similarly in this case, -2 -3, minus will be cut it down. It will be 2 into 3 only. Same, -2 by -3, cut, it will be 2 by 3. Remember, you need to remember this part. Okay. Now you can see a number line. Number line is including 0, 1, 2, 3, and -1, -2, -3. So let us represent a number on the line. Okay. Now 0 on the left hand side, there are negative integers, and the right hand side positive integers are there. If you can see clearly, these are positive integers. Okay. And these are negative integers. Okay. Now just a minute, I'll let you know. Wait. Yeah. So what happened? They have told you to mark -1 by 2. Now -1 by 2, you need to do the division first. So first is negative. So you need to remember that it will be afterwards, in this case, on the left hand side. Okay. So divide 1 by 2. It will be how much? 0.5. So 0.5 will be coming where? 0.5 will be coming between -1 and 0. So in the center, that is -1 by 2 will be marked. If they ask you where is 1 by 2, positive it is. So it will be between 0 and 1. Here it is. It will be 0.5. But you need to remember what they have given. Positive integers or negative integers that you need to mark. Okay. For example, they have told you to mark 3 by 2. So do the division. 3 by 2, how much it will be? It will be 1.5. So imagine if there is 2. So it will be which? It is a positive integer or negative integer first. First step, you need to mark it. So it is positive. So it will be between 1 and 2. So it will be here, 3 by 2. And if they ask you where it is -3 by 2, so where is -3 by 2? So it is negative. So you have to remember it will be there on the left hand side. Okay. So it will be how much? If you do the division, -1 by 1.5. So it will be here, -3 by 2. I hope it is clear to everyone. You need to first see it is positive integer or negative, and then you need to do the division part. Okay. Then what are rational numbers in a standard form? A rational number is said to be in a standard form if its denominator is positive, and the numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. Okay. Now one of the most easiest part, you need to remember the definition first. Okay. A rational number, it is consisting of two things, where the denominator should be positive and numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. See, -45 by 30. Okay, now one more basics I need to tell you first. Remember, see, if it is given like 10 by 5, and they will ask you to reduce into its lowest form. So always choose the smallest number in between 10 and 5, the numerator and denominator. You'll be finding 5 as the smallest number. Divide that 5 with such a number which gives you 1 or some reduced form of that. So I'll be dividing it by 5. Okay. And similar number need to be divided by in the numerator also. So we'll be getting 5 divided by 5, it will be 1. And 10 divided by 5 will be 2. Okay, it will be 2 by 1 in this case. Now, this is called as reduced factor of standard form, where denominator is positive and the numerator and denominator are having common factor 1 only. If you see also this, okay, you can get it from here. 1 into 1, 2 into 1. So you'll be getting only a factor 1 only. Okay. Similarly, in this case, minus 45 by 30, minus 45 by 30. You need to choose a number which divides both. It can be 3, it can be 5, it can be, but the smallest number. So I thought it can be 3. And choose the smaller number between 45 and 30. I got 30. And dividing by the number which can divide 30 should also be a smallest number. So I took it 3. Yeah, I took it also 3. Okay. So I got 30 divided by 3. How much it will be? It will be 10. Minus 45 divided by 3, it will be minus 15. Then again, minus 15 and 10. Can it be divisible? Now also further we can divisible. Yeah, it can be divisible further on also. So I'm dividing it by 5 because 3 can divide 15, but 3 cannot divide 10. So it will be minus 3 upon 2. So now I got a number whose common factor is only 1, 2 and 3. Just as it is example like co-prime. So this number is said to be standard form number. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. Now, I'll let you know in the next class. So I'll give you just a homework. Whatever I taught you, just go before it. And today, if there is a class, I'll let you know. Thank you.